Recording in progress.
Hello everyone. In this video we're just going to be working out some examples of circumcenter, incenter, and centroid. So let's start with the first one. If B is created by the perpendicular bisectors, find BD, BH, FE, HC, and FG. Okay, so B is going to be our center here, and because this is because it's created by the perpendicular bisectors, right, perpendicular bisectors, that means that this is going to be the circumcenter. So you do have to figure that out first. This is the circumcenter. All right, so now we know that it is the circumcenter. We can start applying some things. So the circumcenter, the sides are bisected and it is equidistant from the vertices. So these lines right here are going to be equal to each other, and each of the sides are bisected. Okay, so let's look here. All right, and just to give you guys a visual, this is having a circle around. Okay, so if you had a circle around it, that means that this is congruent to this, which is congruent to this. So that means that if this is 14, this is also 14, and this is 14 as well. So let's go ahead and write these out. BD is 14. We also know that HB or BH is 14. Okay, and we also know that the sides are bisected, so that means that this is congruent to this, and let's just make that 2. This one is congruent to this one, and this one is congruent to this one. So if that's 19, this is 19. If that's 17, this is 17, and if that's 16, this is 16. Okay, so let's go ahead and write these out. We're first going to start with FE. Okay, and FE is FE right here, so that's going to be 16. Then we want to find HC, and that's going to be 19. And then FG, which is going to be 17. Okay, so let's move on to another example, and this time we are going to work with angle bisectors. Okay, so let's go to the next example here. All right, if P is created by the angle bisectors, find PS, PQ, PW, and angle PVS. Okay, so since it's created by the angle bisectors, that means that this is going to be the incenter. So you first need to figure out that it's the incenter, and then we can start writing the properties of that. Okay, so we know that it is the incenter. That means that it's created by a circle that's on the inside of the triangle. So let me just sketch this circle real quick. And I did not do a very good job drawing this diagram. Okay, so that center is a little bit off. It should actually be moved down just a little bit right down here. But that's okay. We'll still just pretend like that is an accurate drawing. Okay, so since it's the incenter, that means that it is equidistant from the sides. That means that these 3 things are congruent. So if this is 3, that means that this is 3, and this is 3 as well. So let's start with these. We know that PS is 3. We also know that PQ is 3. And we know that PR is 3, but we already knew that one. Okay, so now let's move on to the other ones. And with the incenter, things are not bisected here, so we're going to have to do a little bit different things. And we know that we're trying to find PW here. So we actually have this little triangle that's going on the inside. So let me just highlight this right here. Okay, and it is a right triangle. So let's just make another little sketch over here. We have a right triangle with this being 3, this being 4, and we're trying to find this length right here. So what we're going to use is the Pythagorean theorem. That says a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So we're going to solve 3 squared plus 4 squared equals c squared. 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, and that's equal to c squared. 9 plus 16 is 25. So that means that C is equal to 5. So I know that this side is 5, and you could have also seen that that is a 3, 4, 5 triangle. So that means that our PW is going to be 5. Okay, and the last thing is we're going to find angle PVS, and we're just going to use the fact that with an incenter, the angles are bisected. So if that one is 38, this one is also 38 degrees. So let's just write that one out. Angle PVS equals 38 degrees. Okay, so let's do one more set of examples. This is with the created by the medians. So since this one is created by the medians, that means that this is going to be the centroid. Okay, so now that we know we're working with the centroid, we're working with measurements that are either half, double, or 2/3. So let's start here. We're trying to find RP. Okay, so RP is this right here. And I just want to look at what it's connected to. So I see that it's connected to this guy right here, the KR. Okay, and since this is 44, you can see that this is larger. So we're looking at the double. So since this is 44, that means that this is going to be half of that, which is 22. So if this is 22, that means that this one is double, or you could look at it as the half relationship. So since that is 44, this is 22. So we know that RP equals 22. Okay, now let's go look at RM. Okay, RM is here, and we can see that this one is connected to NN. Okay, so these right here are connected together. So we're trying to find the larger side here. So this is going to be the double. So 18 times 2, that is going to give us 36. So this side is 36. And it should also work if you divide that by 2, you should get 18. So that has that relationship there. Okay, now we're going to find RL. And RL is connected to this whole segment here. We're given the shorter side and we're asked to find the longer one. So this is going to be double. 20 times 2 is going to be 40. There. Okay, so this is going to be 40. Okay, hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you have any questions at all. I'd be very happy to help you out. All right, have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.